Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendan, and today we have another cryptocurrency full market analysis and breakdown. We're going to talk about exactly what's happening on the chart of Bitcoin and a couple of the leading altcoins right now, and why cryptocurrency is up around 4 to 5% across the board. Of course, we do have a few outliers like Sandbox and Phantom and Chainlink that are up anywhere from 8 to 10% on the day. But we can notice really cryptocurrency as a whole is rising here. We're continuing to push towards that 41K area as we are seeing just a little bit of resistance around there. But I want to talk again about what's happening on the key and overall formation of this chart and how this correlates to all the positive news that we're seeing across the board. But I think some of the biggest news on the day is Coinbase releasing a lot of information about what's happening on their platform and a new product that they've been working on and how they're planning to penetrate into DeFi and NFTs and Web3 and a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're going to be looking at Coinbase Pay, as this is a really cool platform that they seem to have coming into the future. And upon this news getting released, Coinbase just started ripping about 9% to the upside already on the day, at least at the time of recording this video. So if that sounds interesting at all, make sure you stick around for the entire length of the video, as there will be important information discussed the entire way through. But let's talk about this, because as we see, Bitcoin's up nearly 4% on the day, Ethereum is pushing up nearly 5%, and cryptocurrency as a whole is up around 4 to 5% on the day. Of course, we do have those outliers. Chainlink's up about 6.5%. Phantom and Sandbox are up about 9% and 8% each. And there's a lot of really positive sentiment. But let's look into this Coinbase news before we get into the chart. And then we're going to wrap back into the news over here. So Coinbase just announced, literally, like this must have been an hour and a half ago. This is really new, but Coinbase has been working to increase their presence in DeFi and NFTs and Web3 and that entire new space, as it is absolutely exploding right now. I mean, the entire space has boomed so much over the last 12 months. I think they're starting to realize that they're a little bit behind the ball on this, and they have been making steps to penetrate into the space, but they have a really cool new product that they're going to be coming out with here called Coinbase Pay. They say Coinbase Pay eliminates these steps, basically saying that there's all these steps to get cryptocurrency from an exchange to a wallet, and it can be complicated, which is why people don't do it, and then it costs a lot of extra fees. And basically they say funding a self-custodial wallet is a cumbersome process that involves multiple different steps and switching between different applications, including using manual transfers. Coinbase Pay eliminates these steps and makes it easy and intuitive for anyone to participate in DeFi or purchase NFTs with just a few clicks, hence the slogan, cash, click, crypto. They basically go on to talk about how this process was difficult and how they aim to make it easier, but what I found very unique is if we go down here towards the bottom, they talk about, at Coinbase, our mission is to increase economic freedom in the world. A key part of this is realizing the mission to build a cryptocurrency, different products and services. With Coinbase Wallet extension, your Chrome browser can securely interact and engage with all manner of Web3 applications. Really cool feature. Kickstart your NFT collection, earn yield through DeFi lending protocols, and grow your crypto portfolio with hundreds of thousands of tokens supported via decentralized exchanges, otherwise known as DEXs. So this is really cool. Basically, they are creating a wallet and Chrome extension of sorts, very similar to MetaMask, except this is going to be a one-stop shop. I'm curious as to how much control they will have over this wallet. Will it be fully self-custodial? Will this be fully decentralized? I sure hope so, because if it is, then that's going to be a really cool product. If it's not, there's going to be less traction around it. But ultimately, we'll have to wait and see. We don't want this being a thing where it's your wallet, but Coinbase has all the keys to them. So if at any time they need to, they can access it. Again, that's really not what we want at the end of the day. But what they're saying is from this wallet, you're not only going to be able to store nearly any cryptocurrency in existence via decentralized exchanges, but you're also going to be able to access these decentralized exchanges, utilize their yield farming and lending protocols so that you can stake and lend and do almost anything inside of DeFi. You can even buy and sell NFTs and store your collections inside of this wallet and access any form of Web3 applications that you may need. Again, this all seems great. I just hope that it really is fully decentralized and self-custodial, meaning that you are the only person that has actual access to this, and you're the only person that has these seed phrases. Now, as we zoom in on what's happening across the board of cryptocurrency, I apologize if my face is blocking anything, but I'll zoom out here for just a second so that you guys can see the overall big picture without me blocking anything. But Coinbase, as we have been looking, Coinbase formed a ultimate low from our rally back in June of 2021, and then we have a higher swing low over here. So for the time being, yes, we are holding support. I do see a nice little level of resistance on this Coinbase chart around 46,000, but right now it's kind of a nasty zone. Like, it really is. Like, we're really just ranging in between 46,000, previous resistance turned into support. We've broken down and we've just been ranging through here. So I think the ultimate game here is really just kind of a waiting game. You know, are we going to break support? Are we going to break resistance? What direction are we heading to? How are we testing these moving averages? There is a lot to go into this, but I think the overall trend to take note of here is that cryptocurrency as a whole is still in an uptrend. We haven't had lower swing lows yet, at least not on a macro scale. Well, we have seen that on a micro scale over in here. We're still yet to see that on a macro scale. What I would really like to start seeing happen is for crypto to start pointing back upwards, get our 50 EMA pointing back upwards as well, and lead us back to a golden cross. I think that would be an ideal word for cryptocurrency. But stay tuned, because as this continues to move and as this continues to progress, I'm giving constant updates in the Crypt Nation group chat. That's where you have full access to me to ask any questions that you might have about technical analysis or even the markets as a whole. You can even pick my brain about projects that you are interested in and any questions that you have, and you get all my technical analysis early and in a lot more detail than I do on YouTube. So if you're interested, there's a link to that in the description down below. So while the overall trend of the cryptocurrency market is still very range bound, I think it's still in an overall macro uptrend. Afghan turns to cryptocurrencies amid the US sanctions. We have seen this kind of across the board in Europe right now, as crypto is still being used as a safe haven when there is economic issues. That doesn't mean that it is not subject to price fluctuations. We're seeing that cryptocurrency is still fluctuating with market uncertainty, meaning that when times are scary, cryptocurrency can fall with the markets. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing for the first time, as cryptocurrency has never really been through market circumstances like this one. The good news here is that there is relief in cryptocurrencies. And I think once all of this is solved, all of those countries that are using crypto as a safe haven are now going to recognize that even when market conditions get better, and say, hey, this really helped us out during the bad times. There's a real use case behind this. Companies are going to realize that. The governments involved are going to realize that. And once everything recovers and gets better, there's just going to be all the more adoption behind cryptocurrency moving into the future. This is a little bit of drama in the news. Ethereum's co-founder hits at economics of the fast-growing blockchain Solana. Essentially, all you have is Joseph Lubin coming on and questioning the sustainability of projects like Solana. Of course, he's not the most fond of the Ethereum competitors because they are obviously competitors to Ethereum. He talks about the scalability issues, whether or not it can actually last the test of time. I believe I heard someone say that they are, yeah, this is the saying. He says, all of the projects in our ecosystem are essentially fake it till they make it or they die. There was also a little bit of jabs taken at things like Near Protocol and Avalanche and other competitors, I guess you could say, in this industry popping up, as one could argue that they are more centralized than Ethereum, even though they're faster. And then there is an entire argument of, is it worth it to be more centralized but faster and cheaper? or is it worth it to be more decentralized and a little bit slower? And that's where a lot of this argument takes place, as blockchains like Solana and Avalanche have gone down in recent months, whereas Ethereum has not. Now, nothing is perfect at the end of the day, but it is a little bit ironic. I feel like we're always seeing articles like this one where it's either Cardano poking at Ethereum, Ethereum poking at Solana, Solana poking at Avalanche, Avalanche poking at Ethereum. Like, you just always have this kind of ironic relationship between these competitors, and it's natural because they are, again, competing. I think at the end of the day, it really is all love, and I don't think they actually want to see each other die, but they are fighting for market share. Now, on our final piece of news, Coinbase is said to be testing zero fees trading for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. This comes because they are, I believe, trying to come out with a new platform, or at least let users be able to trade with less fees. Now, let it be said, at the end of the day, there really is no such thing as zero fee trading. Somebody somewhere is paying the price for this, whether it's you in the order book flow or Coinbase eating the cost at the end of the day, which I doubt they're doing. I believe at the end of the day, the trader is ultimately the one who gets hurt by this. Yes, you're not paying their fees up front. Maybe it is whatever fee you pay at the end of the day. Maybe it is less than their natural fees, because Coinbase Classic fees are some of the highest in the cryptocurrency industry. But they're arguing to hopefully at least bring this down, or maybe even just hide how much they're actually charging you. I mean, who knows at the end of the day here. But if this truly is zero fees and they're working towards this, great for them. I think that the news that they're working on around their app is going to be a whole lot more significant than having zero fee trading, because there's plenty of other exchanges that also offer very similar models. I think what'll be interesting also is whether or not Coinbase actually, what are the Coinbase fees going to look like on this new Coinbase Pay app where you have all these DeFi ecosystems? Is Coinbase going to take a profit of all of your earnings? Like, how do they benefit here besides just having people on their app? So I'm curious what their angle will be. I'm guessing if it's a self-custodial wallet, they won't be taking anything. But I feel like Coinbase is notorious for their fees, so maybe there will be something built into it. Maybe it'll be part of a smart contract. I'm really not sure. But nonetheless, cryptocurrency as a whole is continuing to push. Coinbase up nearly 10% on the day. Bitcoin's up nearly 3.5% to 4% on the day. At the time of making this video, Bitcoin is sitting around $40,600, $40,700. And overall, a pretty good day for crypto. We're seeing green across the board, so there really are no complaints. But that is going to wrap our video up and bring us to a close. If you are new to the channel, welcome here. It's great to have you. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you like the content that I have, and smack that like button if you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask those in the description, or rather the comment section down below. We put videos like this up at least 2 to 3 times a week, every single week. So if you like this content, consider subscribing, and we have a lot more coming here soon. But once again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.